Okay, guys. I just want to make a quick video about some shit I think is overlooked or underappreciated. Um, First, compulsory evacuation device. Now, I understand some people already run it. People understand it's good, but I fucking love this card. And other than Solemn, it's my favorite trap card ever because it's uber aggressive. Like, first turn, if they go first and they get a monster on the field and you have a bottomless in your hand and they've already got their boss monster on the field, well, bottomless is fucking useless now. You know? Like, if I go first, I set bottomless. They try to summon Zen mains. Cool. Bye. Gone. Or not Zen mains, but they try to summon like Leviathan. You know, bottomless. Gone. It's gone. But if he goes first, summons his boss monster. I set bottomless. Well, he's already got his boss monster out. I guess I can hit something minor, but like I can't hit his boss monster. Compulsory, on the other hand, if his boss monster is a synchro or an XYZ, something like that, second turn, I put my card on the field. I like to say set my searcher. I set compulse. His turn, draw phase, standby, boom, pop it, gone. Synchro off the field. So even if if I'm sitting with D prison, that gets cards that are on the field off of it once they attack. Say they MST me. Okay, that bottomless is now dead. They MST'd me, then they summon. Bottomless, useless. D prison, they MST it before they attack. D prison, useless. They MST my compulsory, I bounce a card back to their hand. Worst case scenario, I've just wasted one of their normal summons. So, compulsory evacuation device is, in my opinion, the most aggressive and underused trap in the game. Like, it's so good. But besides that, I'm going to talk about some underused and fucking abusable cards. Alright. This card is called Storm. And this card, played right, can be broken. Ooh, let me actually bring up one more card that goes with this. Alright. Now, this card says, destroy all spell and trap cards you control, then destroy as many spell and trap cards your opponent controls, up to the number of your own cards you destroyed. Okay, so it's like mass spell and trap removal at the cost of your own spell and trap. So you're like, well, that's not very good. I have to get rid of my own back row to get rid of his. And that's just that. It's not very good. Until you see the card Widespread Dud. Flip this card, select 2 face-up attack position monsters on the field, and when this card is destroyed, destroy the selected monsters. So he has 2 monsters on the field. Say he has, say you're playing Mermails or some shit, and he has like Gaios and Abyss Lead. Widespread Dud, latches onto him, Storm, destroys your own Dud, and then can go after their back row. I mean, it's a little bit situational, but holy shit, this can make people so bitter. I mean, oh, it's so dirty. Then, Wild Tornado is like Dud, but it's more of a 1-for-1, but way less situational. So, set Wild Tornado, it's a trap card. Now, if I flip it, I can select one face-up card in the spell and trap card zone and destroy it. So, it can still take care of macro, it can still take care of defissure, it can do all those things. But the one big advantage is if this set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, select and destroy one face-up card on the field. So, first turn, set I love Geargies, so set Geargy Armor, set Wild Tornado. Say I'm going second turn, that happens. That's what I do, So they go, do their shit, my turn, set Geargy Armor, set Wild Tornado. They want to go off next turn, so they're like, okay, MST is back row, Wild Tornado, boom, pop their monster. You just MST'd my shit. You wasted an MST and popped your own monster. That's a 2-for-1 in my favor. Best card to not be main decked in shit ever. Like, you're just fucking, it's the best way to troll out their MSTs. It's fantastic. Okay. And, again, if they don't hit it, guess what you can do? If you have Harpies, a Harpy deck, which Dud and Wild Tornado happen to work really well in Harpies just because you can have Harpies Hunting Ground, summon a Harpy, pop your own back row. So, just using Harpies as an example. Or, Wild Tornado, Storm, pop your own Wild Tornado, pop their monster, pop a back row. Good shit, right? Hysteric Sign. This just fits in with these cards because, use Hysteric Sign, get an Egotist to your hand. Next turn, use Storm on your own sign, you get 3 Harpies to your hand, and you're removing their back row. Fucking God, that's good. And then the last one is Gear Town. Used mainly in Malefic decks and stuff. Again, Storm is a card that you can use. Pop Gear Town, pop their back row, special summon an ancient fucking gear from your deck. From your hand, deck, or graveyard. Sorry, I don't play Gear Town. So good, so broken. There's so many fucking uses for these cards. They're so underlooked, especially Wild Tornado. So overlooked. Holy shit. Such a good card. Don't know why people don't use it. Anyway, hypothetical situation here. You have Wild Tornado face down. You have Hysteric Sign face down. You can go Storm, pop Tornado, pop Hysteric Sign, pop their back row, which I'm not sure if Storm destroying itself counts towards one of the cards you can pop in their back row. If it is, it's just completely fucking broken. But I'm not sure on that. I haven't actually checked the ruling. So, best case scenario, use Storm, pop 3 of their back row, pop 1 of their monsters, and then Hysteric Sign, add 3 Harpies to your hand. That's -3 spells for them, spell and traps, up to, -1 monster, so we're at 4 now. You've removed 4 things from the field and added 3 cards to your hand. That's -4 for them and +3 for you off of Hysteric Sign, which has already gotten you an Egotist, which is equivalent to special summoning a monster. So Hysteric Sign's already paid for itself. And then, so you're essentially using just Storm and Tornado to go possibly plus fucking like 7? I mean, come on. So Hysteric Sign's already paid for itself. Wild Tornado's just there. And then you use Storm, -3 back row, +3 Harpies, and popping a monster. That is ridiculously good. It's game-breaking. And honestly, I think shit like this can actually make Harpies into a pretty decent deck. Again, it is a little situational. You kind of need a little setup in the right cards. But holy shit, you can use these 3 cards to go +7. +fucking 7. I mean, that's just... If your opponent can recover from that, fucking kudos to them.